Welcome to Spectating Warzone Solos. Today we're going to be taking down Microwave Cookie in the gulag. Oh my god, he tried to shotgun me. What a freaky deaky boy. All right. Now, if you don't know how this goes, step number one is obviously splat the ground, okay? And then you guys don't get to see that too often anymore. So step number two is the gulag, and step number three, believe it or not, is splat the ground. Okay, we're dead. We died. Hey. All right. Well, we placed 118th, and I want to give you the goal of this video up front. Okay, the goal of every spectating video that I do, which by the way, we have a big playlist on the channel. If you want to see me spectating Warzone solos, go check out the playlist, or check out my recent videos on the channel. Those are incredible. This guy, Yosoy McLovin, this guy right here sucks. He is impossibly bad at the game. But the goal of every single spectating video is to learn something, whether that is learning from bad players, learning from good players, or me teaching y'all why you shouldn't do what these players are doing. It happens all the time, and that's okay. But step number one for when you hop into the game, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to figure this out on your own, but at least if you've watched my spectating videos, come in with a plan. Drop into Call of Duty with a plan. You need to know what you're doing when you're getting in there. You should not be just running around aimlessly. That is the fact of the matter. And my plan today is to ask of you to hit that subscribe button. All right, take a second. We have been posting every other day and somehow still going negative on subscribers. So if you could take just a moment to go down below and hit that subscribe button. We're working our way to 400,000 on the channel, and if you could do that, I'm gonna keep trying to post it. All right, all the time. Please, I'm begging. Anyway, we got Yosoy McLovin here, who's about to go crazy. Clan tag is Zaza, which to me means they're probably, you know what I'm saying? They're probably, which is probably why his aim sucks. So look, I know a lot of people, and this is gonna annoy some people. That's okay. It's all right. To be fair, it's the most vocal people, and that's all right. But 9 times out of 10, and I respect them playing solos. Let me just get that out there. Being inebriated is going to make you a worse player. I'm gonna be honest. In whatever way it is, it's gonna make you a worse player. I have full proof of it, of Brooke and I doing streams where we drink alcohol. So just know, I know firsthand that it makes you a worse player. I've won only a singular game while being inebriated. So any kind of substance, what just happened? What am I witnessing here? Hello? Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We still got Yosoy McLovin. It's all good. But don't, if you're trying to play at the best of your ability, obviously not a good idea. If you're trying to relax, whatever. Just don't put your teammates through it is what I will recommend to you. It would be greatly appreciated. You don't go play with some random teammates who are trying to get a win, and you are taking that away from them because you need a teammate to carry you. That's kind of rude. Get a friend who's also inebriated. You know what I mean? Either way, our boy is dead because he can't aim, because he's smoking it. He on that za. That's the truth of it. We're watching Slayer right here, who's diving in. 2 eliminations, $13,400. My guess is they go ahead and grab a gulag token, or at least that's what I would recommend for them. This is obviously hit. All the doors are open. Got a loadout. You need to grab a gulag token. Gulag token. We love to see it. Look, gulag token down there, baby. That's what we love to see. I bet it's going to be a static and a DTR. DTR. AMR9 is interesting. We have ourselves an AMR9. I've not seen that. I have not seen that in a while. Is this like a new trend? Are we doing the AMR9 a lot now? That's interesting. Especially with a long barrel. It's very weird. He's trading this out for specialist. No. All right, just a UAV. Just trading for a UAV. But he gets cash out of it, which means he can go back outside, spin that cash. There's a guy right behind him, by the way. Spin that cash on his weapon, which is the DTR. So he's good to go. He does have a weird scope on this. I think his weapons are what's going to get him killed here. Like, he's not making the greatest of plays, but his weapon's what's going to get him killed. That's tough. That's tough. This is not going to be our winner of the game, is my personal opinion. He does have $1,500, and he's sitting about mid-circle, which is fine. You can absolutely play mid-circle. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but you should come in with a plan. It looks like this guy's plan is to get a most wanted. That way he can get a redeploy. That way he can get a bunker key card. That way he can get $10,000. That's what we love about solos, is that most wanteds are worth $10,000, but it will put you into a gunfight. You have to keep that in mind, that you're going to dive in, you're going to get put into a gunfight. By the way, at some point in time, something popped up on the screen saying a very specific word should be said in a comment down below. If you didn't do that, I recommend you go back and watch it back again. Make sure you see the thing that I'm talking about. It happened way earlier, near the beginning of the video. I'm just saying. By the way, I don't think there's going to be a guy inside the building. Obviously, dude just shotgun. Oh my God. How do you lose with a shotgun, bro? Why did you go for the thermite right there? You're in a close range engagement, right? You know what? I'm going to actually tell you how I play with thermites, okay? Those are things that should be used to block off specific access ways. Like, let's say someone you hear coming up the stairs. You're on a rooftop. You're using that for high ground. There's a guy coming up the stairs, okay? What you should do is you should take that opportunity while they're running up. If you hear them near the top floor, you should take that thermite, toss it in. It's going to block off that area, or it's going to get an initial hit on that enemy. That way you can finish them with your gun. Big plans right there. The next thing is, you know there's a guy inside the building, right? You've got a heartbeat sensor, you got a UAV, you know exactly what corner he's sitting in, because you either like hear him or whatever it may be with that heartbeat sensor or UAV. So you hold your thermite, you peek around the corner, let it go, and it's gonna hit him, stick him, and then if you tap them probably 2 times, it'll full eliminate the enemy with the thermite, which is really cool actually. You just got to get a little bit of damage on them. That way it full eliminates them. So probably about 60 damage will take care of that, which is basically 2 bullets from any gun. Now, he did get the most wanted done, which is pretty incredible. If you look at the mini map right now, you can see there's a vehicle pulling up. He's going to grab that, grab the bunker key. He leaves the bunker key card. Ladies and gentlemen, stop doing most wanteds unless you are gonna grab the key card. It is like my biggest pet peeve that people will eliminate me when I have a most wanted on and they won't grab the key card. You have a huge opportunity to get specialist or foresight if you go into a bunker, especially one like, if I check back here, I guarantee, yeah, no one's hit the bunker back here. He's right beside a bunker that's in this little tunnel. So he could have taken that to the tunnel, gotten either specialist or foresight, and been at a massive advantage for the entirety of the match. There is no reason for you to not hit a bunker. It takes an extra minute for you to go hit a bunker, especially if you have an opportunity to get boots in the first room whenever you go into the bunker. It's such a big deal, and people are playing in such a wrong way because it just gives you a ton of information. If you don't know, information in Warzone is power. It's a big deal. So let's make a couple of checks here. Okay, let's see where the circle's gonna go. We've got about 16 seconds. One thing I'm gonna note here is that he's probably gonna be in the middle of the circle no matter what, which means he's gonna end up running around aimlessly. Now, if you're going for eliminations, what you should do is you should go to the edge of the circle, not outside the circle. You should go to the edge of the circle as the circle's pushing in, and you'll see that it forces people in, right? So this circle moving in right here, if he goes over this direction, he could catch people moving. I will also note that UAVs don't properly work for us, like as a spectator. The guy also went over to his right, which means he's going to probably go up that staircase right there. Oh, it could be free. You're a goober for that DTR scope. It looks like he's only using 20 bullets on. Yeah, he's dead. It looks like he's only using 20 bullets on this gun, which means he's using mono ammunition. That way he can shoot people through walls. Gas grenade's crazy. He goes for plates. That's insane out of him, frankly. I don't know what that play was, but now he can just dive right back in for his loadout. Now, a couple of things. One, if you're running solos, always have smokes. Stuns don't really do as much as they used to anymore, especially most players are on controllers, so they get massive aim assist. So always run smokes. If you can, always run restock. I recommend a specific set of perks, which is Combat Scout, Restock, Mountaineer. And what's the other perk that I use? Sleight of Hand. I use Sleight of Hand because I find that if I need to reload and get back into a gunfight faster, or if I need to reload and get in. See, don't leave that on the ground. Grab a heartbeat sensor, you goober. I like to run sleight of hand so that I can reload faster, is what it is. Leave it. That means you can come back to it later just in case you die again, because you do have a gulag. That's perfect. So we still got Slayer here. He made the mistake of running gas grenades, and gas grenades are cool, don't get me wrong, but they really don't do anything. They're good for like 2 instances. And that's because it means the enemy can't ADS at you, but they can still shoot. So if they're close enough when you gas grenade, you're 1, gonna hit yourself unless you have a gas mask on. And 2, if they have a gas mask on, it doesn't do anything to them. And 3, I don't know what I was gonna say, but just don't use them is basically what I'm trying to get at. Make sure you're using smoke grenades in solos, along with Combat Scout. I know that a lot of people want to run Flex or I don't know, anything else, but Combat Scout is by far the most important perk in the game. I know that sounds goofy. Combat Scout and Restock, really. Mountaineer is incredible, but you don't need it as long as you're very aware of what you're doing. I use it so that I can jump on people and take no damage. That way I can speed through the game very quickly. I always am able to jump from like 34 meters. Just be smart about it. But Combat Scout, you can shoot people through the wall, and if you have mono rounds on your gun, which this guy does, which by the way, terrible sight on his weapon. Can I just point that out? Like one of the worst sights you can put on a weapon. I know the goal is so that he can jump back and forth from the reflex to the scope, but it's just not worth it, in my opinion. I think it slows you down a little bit when you're ADSing, which is fine for an assault rifle. This guy did not. He's playing on 80 FOV. There's no reason not to turn up your FOV, ladies and gentlemen. No reason. Help our boy out. Help our boy out. Nice. This AMR9 is really good. I will note that. I mean, it's no Superi. Superi's always going to be better because you move faster. It's no static because the static is just really good, and you don't have to waste an attachment for the ammunition. Not for the ammunition, for the magazine. But I would say AMR comes in a 4th place right behind the Striker. There's a guy on your top right. I'm telling you, he's ego challenging at a distance. It's not going to go well. I talk about this a lot, but this is where game sense comes in handy. And when I say game sense, basically what I mean is memorization of how to play certain scenarios, right? Just totally expected. In a situation like that, the guy already shot you once. He downed you pretty much immediately. You don't want to push out into him. What you want to do is 1, have a smoke available to you, and 2, run backwards towards the building. If you need to crawl backwards, you can run underneath through the staircase and go to the buy to get the self-revive, which is what he was doing. So it doesn't really make sense in that instance to play the way that he did. But a lot of Call of Duty is just game sense, knowing when you should push, when you shouldn't push. If you want to get better at gunfights, take gunfights, right? You need to get shots on, you need to get better accuracy, you need to make sure your sensitivity is tuned in, basically. And the way that I would recommend doing sensitivity, by the way, is by finding a specific spot that you want to make sure you're aiming at, and then flick left and right until you're hitting that perfect nearly every time. That's the best way that you can get with aiming. Just do it with aim assist off. Even like if you want to set up a couple of bots, jump around in a bot lobby in multiplayer. This guy got slammed. I mean, it was just absolutely expected. I do love spectating players that have the little like smiley face in their name, because that means they're pretty much always decent, or they're a goober. And in this case, Kamki here is in fact decent. 13 eliminations, which is absurd. 13 eliminations. This guy, I'm sure, is going to be an incredible player. 13 eliminations, 29 players remaining. I will note, I'm recording this directly after the last spectating video that I did. So what that should mean to you is that I've splatted multiple times. So this may not be the greatest lobby. We might not be seeing the best players, which could actually be super helpful for Kamki, who ended up in this lobby, probably because he got slammed multiple times in a row because he was landing super hot and dying. So Skill-based matchmaking is a whole thing. It's hard to explain it. A lot of people think it works one way when it really doesn't. It's based on engagement, so it's there to give you lobby skill. Kamki's cheating. Kamki is cheating. All right, cool. So we get a spectated cheater who is level 1250. That's actually crazy. That is wild. All right. A level 1250 cheating. That's insane to me. I just don't know how Call of Duty lets this stuff happen, you know? Like, how is it this? I mean, to be fair, I know what it is. So there's this big surge recently, and I've heard about this a lot. People are buying accounts that have a longer lifespan within Call of Duty, right? It's not a new account. They've purchased certain things on the account. They've done a lot of things to the account to make them trusted by Call of Duty, which means you are less likely to get shadow banned. That way you can play longer while using your cheats. And like I said, he got banned. So shadow banned out of there. I mean, all it took was one report and the system to actually see that he locked headshot. But that's just so goofy, man. It's so goofy because what's going to happen is he's going to get shadow banned. But because Ricochet doesn't work properly, he's not going to be able to get fully banned, right? He's going to be able to come back because the way that Ricochet does it is based off of like certain, what are they called? Like it'll do screenshots basically, right? Ricochet will base it off of player reports. And then after the player reports, they'll go through and check like their gameplay and stuff like that. And then if they don't see anything that's like sus enough to ban them, then they don't get banned and they get their account back in 2 weeks, which is so goofy to me. We need an anti-cheat that has proper kernel level permissions so that it will immediately ban people because they know that they're actually cheating. And I know that cheating softwares are way far ahead of game developers. Like it's a back and forth over and over and over, but cheating software is just, I don't know what it is, but people that fight for evil, dude, they just are so freaking smart. I guess maybe it's intelligence that makes you evil. I don't know what it is, but I freaking hate people that cheat in video games. And the reason I do, and this is why, if you ever see someone, let me be very clear with you. If you ever see someone that makes a video saying that I'm cheating at the video game, let me be very clear. I will not ever cheat at a video game because I hate the idea of wasting someone's time. That, and I can't lie. Just point blank, I cannot lie to people. You can ask Brooke. For an example, we went to HEB recently and I got a donut. And I hid the receipt from Brooke because I didn't want her to know I had a donut. And we got about a minute down the road and I was like, I got a donut. I can't do it. Like it's not just Brooke. I cannot lie, right? So that's obviously number one. But I also hate the idea of wasting people's time. And that's why I hate people that cheat in video games so much. And I think it should literally be a criminal offense that you steal time away from people. It's disgusting. It is the worst thing you can do because you can't get time back. That's just what it comes down to. You should not cheat because you are stealing life away from another person. And that is the worst thing you can do as a human, is steal life. Just my thought. So in whatever way you do that, wasting people's time on purpose for your own enjoyment, I think that's disgusting, in my personal opinion. Now, here's what I will say. I think there's a lot of things that Activision also needs to be very clear about in their terms of service. People say, oh, VPN is cheating. It's exploiting. It's not. No, Activision has purposely made a system that you can use so that you can get easier lobbies by doing things like two-boxing or VPNing. Now, I don't think that VPNing actually works because I myself have tested it multiple times in the past, and the lobbies are either harder or basically the same. There's zero difference because Activision has adjusted their system to account for gaming VPNs. I'm not talking about ExpressVPN or NordVPN or things like that. I'm talking about like no lag, SBMM off, other things like that. Ghost AK was always going to die. But just a thought, just a thought right there. I think that they really need to adjust their terms of service to be very clear. But the reason that they don't is because Activision chooses when they ban people. That is the facts of it. They pick and choose whoever they want to ban, when they want to ban them, so that they can get away with saying, well, this person wasn't doing this, or we don't see that as cheating, or stuff like that. Such as if you use a macro in Call of Duty, even though it's in the terms of service, you'll never get banned for it. And I think that's disgusting. I don't. Obviously, I'm on controller, but I don't use macros. But I know of plenty of people that use it for things like trick shotting or whatever, and they've never been banned. And there's just like the Activision terms of service and Warzone terms of service. People like to say that it says a certain thing, but in reality, it's very vague which means that you can believe something's cheating, but technically speaking, it's not against the TOS. Just like teaming in Warzone. People are like, oh, it's cheating because it's solos. It's not. In no way is it teaming. In fact, Activision used to promote it on their Twitter for the longest time that you should team up with people. They made a whole game mode about teaming up. They made a revive pistol so that people could team up and revive enemies that they've knocked. Like, there was so much stuff that was built so that you could team. But people will always believe, because other games say that you will get banned for teaming, they believe that it's cheating in Call of Duty. Fact is, it's just not. And it's tough because these things should be marked as this or that, but it's just left very vaguely so that Activision can pick and choose. So, I don't know. Just don't ever say this person's cheating unless you've read the terms of service. Obviously, reading game's memory and using that to your advantage, which is what cheating is it reads the game's memory so that they can see where players are. That is cheating. That is affecting hardware. Alpha, I think, is going to die here. Yeah, completely dead. But I'm glad to see that we saw, or we got a cheater banned live, which is really cool. Got a cheater shadow banned live. I don't know if they'll get actually banned. I hope they do. But we know that it happened real fast. 9 eliminations. One guy up top. One guy down below, big man. Behind you. Yeah. That is exactly where it matters, that you always check the amount of people left in the game. This guy right here, which I don't even think we're going to get to see it because it takes forever to switch. There's a guy. Oh, perfect. There's a guy up top. He's got 13 spectators, 5 eliminations. He's probably not the best. The guy up top, my guess, is going to be the winner. And the reason that I say that is because, one, this guy is getting absolutely slammed by these. He's got 3 plates. Guy's right above him. If he wins this, I will be very impressed. He's not going to. The guy's up top. Yeah, high ground wins this every single time. By the way, don't forget, we're moving on to game number 2 in 5, 4, 3. Oh, wait, what? We do have a second game. That way y'all can learn and get better. All right. He quit. Quit the game so fast, bro. Oh my God. Let's see if we can see the final kill. Does he even get the final kill? No, they don't. They don't. All right, on to game number 2. We're going to be fighting the one and only Reedy B-Man in the Gulag. And the question of the day is this. Have you ever cheated in a video game? It can be single player. It can be multiplayer. It can be whatever. I want to know who's watching me right now. Are you a cheater? Are you a filthy, dirty cheater? Huh? Tell me the truth, boy. Or girl. Or girl. I mean, we got like 6% gals that watch this. I'm just saying. All right. Welcome into game number 2. We're going to be diving in and splatting the ground right here. God dang it. God bless America. Okay, cool. We're good. We're spectating the one, the only Alex LM1179, and he's getting sniped. Got a sniper on the right. We're going to start this up, and I'm going to say another thing like I always say. Coming to the game with a plan. What is Alex's plan? It looks like he doesn't have one. He has a crappy M16. He has a crappy mic. Somebody needs to take this man to Walmart, please. Go to Wally World, get yourself a better mic. It's coming out of the TV, obviously, and then it's picking up in his PlayStation remote. Just slam. Oh, shut up, Alex! You can't be. You don't call people names because you gotta absolutely call on. All right, don't do that, Alex. You son of a gun. I don't know why he's like this, dude. I don't know why he's like this. He's absolutely absurd. I'm trying to learn, but I really struggle because Alex is gonna win his gulag. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. You lost your permission. I'm done listening to Alex. He's being rude to people unnecessarily. Let me be very clear. If you hop into a game and you're just being mean to people, that's not right. Don't do that. You deserve to lose. And Alex, let me be very clear, is not going to win the game. Alex, I think, is probably going to get killed in about 30 people. 30 people. I think like 67th place is what we're looking at right now. That's my thought. As you can see in the top right, he's got 3 eliminations, 96 people remaining, 2 spectators, one of which being me. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but I don't think Alex is going to win. You better go back for that heartbeat sensor, my boy. You're going to need that. Yep. Attaboy. Attaboy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll take that. He's got a BP-50 switch out for the Holger. Yep, I'll take that. BP-50 is definitely going to be a better choice right there. It's just a better gun than the Holger, in my personal opinion. I would always choose the BP-50. It shoots faster. It takes enemies down faster. It has a ton of damage. And while the Holger 5.56 is good, I feel like it just, sometimes it's a pea shooter. It's usually really good, but sometimes your bullets just don't hit the same, you know? Just don't hit the same. But it looks like he's got $3,600. He's trying to loot up so that he can get enough cash to get his loadout. If he waits about a minute and a half, oh, there's a guy on the mini-map that is shooting at him from the top left with a rocket. And we are in a bot lobby. Now, I will mention this again. Look, I'm glad we were able to get the only good player who was actually just a cheater out of the last game. But I've splatted multiple times in a row, not gotten any kills. We're probably going to be seeing some lower skilled lobbies. Okay, I'm just going to give it to you straight. That's probably what we're going to be looking at. It is what it is. It's still an opportunity to learn because you're probably going to run into some of these players, see how they play. And Alex doesn't. Oh my God, Alex, brother, he does not know how to aim in the slightest. I will note, when shooting through the tree, you're not really going to get an aim assist. He's getting shot in the butt. Alex, take him out. Take him out. Get rid of Alex. Alex still has about 20 placements, a little less than 20 placements before I called his death. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. He's playing for the cash. He knows there's a guy right up front and he's dead. My God, what a goober, Alex. What an absolute goober. We can just spectate CD's nuts. 24. What? What did he say? What did he say? Svab. Let's see if this guy's got a mic. All right. Cool. Cool. CDs. He's got a decent setup here with an static. I don't know what I'm saying. But he's only got 2 eliminations this time. So I don't know what we're going to see right now, but it's probably not going to be the greatest gameplay we've seen. $19,000 durable gas mask. Guy right below him. What the drip? Oh, it's his hands. Oh my God. What a weird skin. This skin is so gross. I would get so distracted by the random things dripping off of me. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just don't have awareness when they're playing. And don't get me wrong. I get that, like, some of the audio that creators use, including myself, is a little cheesy. You can do most of what it does with a proper mix amp, like an Astro mix amp or a Sennheiser mix amp or a, there's some other headset that has a mix amp. I can't think of. SteelSeries. Yeah, SteelSeries. They have a mix amp, and you can do most of what is done. Obviously, you can't get perfect directional audio, but I think Call of Duty is adjusting that for the next game. But he just doesn't have all that much awareness. I would recommend, if you're trying to get better, the first step is to get a better controller. I'm gonna unplug my controller. It's gonna show some stuff, but it doesn't matter right now. Get a better controller. Get one with paddles on the back. Paddles, big deal. You definitely need a controller with paddles on the back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's not hitting his shots. Don't worry. But do that, and then after you get, oh, he's going to get shot by the guy in the building. He's gonna die. Wait. This is his body. There's literally a guy in the building. He gets blown up by a prox mine. And then I just can't believe sometimes that people just get away with this stuff. What's that camo? That's cool camo on a Ram 9. Oh, he's running a Ram 9 and a DTIR. That's a different setup. I do think the Ram 9's a very good gun. I just don't know if it sticks within the high tier meta. It's a very good gun. I want to be very clear. He needs some plates. He does still have a Gulag token. I would get a UAV if I were him, which he got 3 plates. Okay. Interesting. If you look down at the bottom left, you can see you got 3 plates. Goofy. Let me say this. If you are going to be playing in solos, you should have at a minimum, and I mean an absolute bare minimum, 6 plates. If you want to ensure that when you get into a gunfight, you don't have to worry about what plates your enemy has, you should have 9 plates. That is what I carry around at all time. It's 2 slots in my inventory. Technically 8 is what you could have in Warzone 1, so that's kind of where my brain goes. But 9 plates is how many plates you should have. That is the exact number that I run around with constantly. 12 if I'm in a different game mode, like duos, trios, something like that. And then I'll usually have, okay, I'll usually have, I can't, this guy. I cannot with this guy. Like a PDS, I'll have kill streaks. I'll have something like that. That'll allow me to do much better.
Hey, don't kill me, don't kill me. Let's do the, this is my first time ever playing. I've heard of the, killing the gulag guy. Please don't kill me. This is my first time playing. Please. I have to, bro. I've never played this game.
I hate him more now. What the heck? Bruh, come on. I do not like this guy. I don't like him. I can't like this man. Oh, I hope he loses so bad. A child? A child. You could have taken the zip. You didn't have to in cold blood like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. I hope this is it. I hope this is it for him. I want it to be over. Brother, like, oh! A child! It's his first time playing, dude. I think that kid was lying, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The kid was lying 100%. I think his friend was in the background, and they were snickering, thinking they could get away with it, laughing their buns off, giggling, ha ha hee hee. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I don't know what his plan is here. I mean, I'm guessing he's probably just trying to get enough cash so that he can get his loadout, but the circle's going to push him in super hard. I'm going to mention something that I haven't mentioned, I think, in a couple of videos, but you really should not be playing this close to the edge. If you saw the Iceman Isaac video during Warzone 1, he did something called the pinwheel rotation. He coined it. Grab that. Grab the buy station, you absolute ignoramus. Grab the buy station so you can get your loadout, please, for the love of God. There's 18 loadouts around you. Oh my God. And he's running away from his loadouts because he's so scared of taking a gunfight. He is so scared. He has a gulag token. Once you get the... Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, Isaac made this video. Iceman Isaac. Great guy. Great guy. Made this video called... I don't know what it's called, but something about the pinwheel rotation. And the pinwheel rotation is where you slowly run around the edge as you move in to the final circle. So what you would do is you'd move like this all the way around, slowly moving in and kind of going in a spiral until you reach the very center of the final circle where you have your final gunfight, right? But the problem with that is every single person on the face of the freaking planet saw that video, which means that they all know about that. So what they do is they'll move into here and then they'll shoot back at people like this. So you should never play outside the circle if at all possible, or if you don't believe in your ability. Even if you're wasting a little bit of time, it's going to be more worth it to you to try to stay alive by going inside. All right. So just do your best to do stuff like that. I know I'm not trying to contradict myself by saying that you should or shouldn't play a specific area of the map. What I'm telling you is that you don't want to die in very dumb ways that are completely unnecessary. I don't want you to die. So, you know, if you're trying to go for a win, maybe don't stay outside the circle. That's what I'm trying to get at here. But it looks like this guy really didn't have a game plan when he hopped into the game.
This way.
Which is probably why he's not gonna win. That, and he can't aim for the life of him. He goes after an elimination here. The guy's got a car 98K. Naturally, he should win it because he's got a DTIR, but he sucks. Jeez, Aloo, almighty in heaven above. And he goes back. Guess what? He goes right back to the gulag. Huh, ain't that crazy? This guy's literally on his body. Good Lord have mercy. Back in the gulag we go. See these nuts. Please. Hello? All right, he's got to kill Sleepy MF. Plays straight up the middle, right? Straight up the middle. Oh, to the right's an interesting play. I don't get how some players make it out of the gulag, bro. If that was me, that player does not miss a single shot. Woo! Guy down on his right, he's got an FJX horse from the gulag and an STG. He's got $8,600. What he could do is play something like this, slightly outside the circle, immediately take the zipper up on the back side of the building, then jump off, dive in, grab a rooftop inside the circle, This, I'm guessing, based on the circle, is either going to end up over here or it's going to end up over here. That's usually the two places you'll see right here. I'm trying to look around and see if there's anything else, but maybe he plays. Yeah, it looks like he might play the thing that I said. This is the smartest thing he's done all game. I mean, I respect it. Like, I can't argue with someone making a smart play, but my guess is you're just going to run straight in instead of trying to take a high ground and then dive in. That's what I think he's going to do. He also didn't buy plates. I'm telling you, you got to start buying plates, y'all. He should just go ahead and throw this loadout, because if he gets caught in a position, there was no one around him, right? So if he gets caught throwing that loadout, what's going to happen is they're going to see that he threw the loadout. They're going to see the red smoke. Throw it! Just throw it! Oh my God, dude. Stop wasting your time with loadouts, okay? Hey, I'm going to make you a better player right now. Stop holding a loadout for any period of time. The second you grab it, toss it. Because if someone kills you, they get a free loadout. At the very least, you should try and take that away from other people. It's absurd. It is absurd that anyone holds their loadout. There is no plan, regardless of whether or not you think that, like, the only time that you should not throw your loadout is if you're grabbing a loadout at the edge of the circle, your teammate's floating in, they can't come to you. You should hold the loadout until you get to where you can throw it so your teammate can get it. That is it. That is the only option. That is it. And it's only when you're stuck on a poor rotation. That is the only time you should hold it. And if you're the only person with the money to buy the loadout. Like, it has to be a very, very specific situation for you to have to hold the loadout, right? And this guy was not in it. I do love that he's doing exactly what I said he should do. And the circle is still in the same spot. I love that he did that. He's floating way too much. He needs to make a decision. There's a guy right in front of him down below. He's going to go for the elimination, of course, because he thinks he's better than he is. He gets shot in the back by the guy right there, and he's dead. I just, like, it's so predictable. Oh, nice. Good kill. Good kill, Alva. Alva 93 is our next player, ladies and gentlemen. 11 eliminations. That's actually crazy. 27 up. This is a big opportunity. Alva could actually get a W right here with 20 plus kills. Already spectated a cheater in this video, so may as well. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Proud of you. Keep up the good work. Got a guy on the mini... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Mini map with a vehicle. So I think right now he's playing the best he can. He's got 8 seconds until the circle closes. He's freaking out a little too much, though. He's putting himself in a position that's going to be a fail. Yeah, it went to the one that I thought it was going to go to. So if you don't know, circles have like pre-designated areas that they can go. There's like basically 30 different circles that can happen. And so everything before the final circle is basically random. But it'll pick a specific area, because what they've done is they've pre-selected areas that they think will be the best for gunfights, that they have gotten from, you know, a certain number of, I guess, numbers, you know. they've figured all that out, and they have figured out what is best for gunfights, what's going to put people in the best position, worst position, and stuff like that for the end of the game, and give an opportunity for a fun ending. So those pre-selected areas are where it's going to go pretty much all the time. You got about 30, and you can tell where the circle is going to go usually by like second, third circle. And that's why I'm able to kind of call, oh, it's going to go this way or it's going to go this way. Sometimes I'm completely wrong and it goes the opposite direction, but it's still a part of the like 30 pre-selected circles. Maybe it's completely random and I'm an absolute moron, but from what I can tell, that is not the case. I was trying to zoom in so that we could see what he's shooting at. That's not the case. I'm 90% sure it's like pre-selected and the rest of the circles are pretty randomized until it gets to that. Now it looks like he's playing very well. He's got high ground. He's got a DTR. I wasn't paying attention to what his SMG was, but he's running. Oh my God. Look at his ammo. He's running shurikens right there. That's insane to me. He knows he's got a player on his left, at least one player, I think 2. They're probably crossing the water. If you look at the minimap, there's a counter UAV, which he's taking out. And he knows, again, there's still a guy on the left. So he's kind of playing a little bit slow. I like that he's not super concerned about going for like a 20 bomb or something like that. It's completely unnecessary. Once you reach like 5th circle, you should be slowing down. And this is a tip that I haven't talked about a lot, but you should slow down when you reach near the end of the game, because you don't know exactly where the circles are going to go. So playing a good area is going to keep you alive longer as long as you have a good position. Now it looks like it went to right here, which is not a circle you see often, but it does highlight 2 buildings that you can chill on pretty well. He's running the striker with no stock. Interesting. That guy has no plays. You may as well send it. Yep. Easy plays, easy plays. He's obviously running Mountaineer because he took basically no damage from that. Sadly, we can't see the other perks. He does have a durable gas mask, which you do not get in solos from going into the bunker. So I don't know if he's gone to the bunker. He doesn't have foresight. So if he went to the bunker, he only has specialist. There's a guy in that building. He knows he has to. Oh, this is a bad play. This is a bad play. And let me tell you why. The circle is not going to push to him no matter what. The circle is always going to go to the area that, I mean, like, even if it did, let me be very clear. Even if it did, he'd have to drop out in the open. What he should have done is taken a building and just taken that gunfight. Now what he's going to do, he's going to shoot at every single enemy. It's going to give away his position and everyone's going to start shooting at him. This guy in front of him can see his head. Your head peeks up over that, by the way. He can see his head. If he sits still for a quarter of a second, he could get sniped by the guy that's on the other side of that tree over there. Can't hit a shot to save his life. If you look at his ammo, he has all 5 attachments. So he doesn't have mono rounds on his gun.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
I mean, I'm telling you, what he should have done is taken a gunfight on top of that roof over there, gotten that guy out of there, held the top of that building, waited until the circle pushed him in. He drops down on the building right here, and then he's got high ground on everybody else. He's able to shoot down at him, and he wins the game. But realistically, now he has to rotate all the way around the edge when he's got a guy, and it gets him killed. Like, it's so predictable, and rotations are one of those things that are so very important, and you need to just not be a all right, that's what it comes down to. You cannot be a little sissy baby back B. You have to be aware that gunfights are necessity at some point in time. You cannot hide and run from every gunfight whenever it gets tough. By the way, we are spectating a guy on top of the building who's taking gunfights when he shouldn't. Slow it down. It's end of the game. You need to focus on rotations, focus on positioning, make sure that you have the advantage. There's a guy on his left, a guy in a vehicle. Ooh, this is a tough one. If he plays this and he takes the position that I mentioned, he's going to be in the best spot he can be. He should have taken that plate. Oh, pick up the plates, bro. Pick up the plates. Yes. You don't need the thing you have on now. You should have taken the tempered. It's late game. No one gives a crap where you are. No one's popping a UAV this late. He's got a guy right there. It's a 1v1 situation. He has all 5 attachments again, just like the other guy. Now, I will note, if you look at this circle right here, he's going to have to, this guy over here is going to have to push out. This guy is going to have the circle longer because the other guy is sitting right behind this right here. My guess is he rotates in just a second. All he has to do... Oh, the smoke grenade's interesting. Left. Yes. On the right. Why are you not seeing this? Use your eyeballs, bro. Good place. Look at this. Oh. And 3, 2. Oh, if he takes under that bridge, he loses the game. Like El Mijo takes the L. He needs to smoke and push right. He doesn't have a gas mask anymore. He played in the gas for a little bit too long. It happens. This guy probably is still peeking that side while the circle's allowing him to, which is a smart play. He should not sit under the bridge and just waste time because then he doesn't know where anybody's at. Good shots, but he can't take damage from the storm, so he needs to take that rotation to the right, get cover. He's made a mistake. He might get lucky here. He doesn't. I knew it, bro. It's just bad shots, man. GG's. Good gravy, baby. There was just no, there was no win in it. Like, people get so scared to maneuver and rotate, and a lot of this comes down to rotations. Like, realistically, it just comes down to rotations. But listen, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave the comment down below discussing the question of the day. Either way, thank you so much. We're gonna hit the road. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep as I usually do. It's daytime, so that, you know what, I'm just gonna shut up. Will you just go watch the other spectating videos on the channel? They're incredible. You're gonna learn a ton. Get